Welcome back developers. In the last class you learned the foundation of OOP where we learn class, object, constructor and methods. Today we are going to learn the first pillar of OOP which is called Python encapsulation. The first pillar of OOP is called encapsulation. What is encapsulation? Think of encapsulation like a locker at bank. Only authorized people can access it. You control how others access it and you hide sensitive details. As you see in this picture, we have a locker inside bank. So for every locker, we have some keys to open this locker. Only the authorized people which have the key for this locker will open this locker. So encapsulation in Python, you control how others access the data. You hide the sensitive details. We basically data hiding perform in encapsulation. How we will hide the sensitive data in encapsulation? You protect the values from accidental change. Professional software, Facebook, banking apps, and e-commerce are rely on encapsulation to protect private data. Today you will master public variables, protected variables, private variables, getter and setter methods, why encapsulation matters, real world example, and at the end you will be get one interview question as well as the assignment after learning the encapsulation. And as always, every line of code explained clearly. So if you are new on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and like. In the last class, we learned about the basics, the foundation of OOP, the classes, what are the classes and objects, and constructor and methods, what they are in OOP. So we learn about this and then we create a project for the mobile using class and objects and then we add custom attributes. In our last class we learned about how to add custom attributes in classes and we learn about constructor and methods and what are the self and the objects and why the under underscore init under underscore used in classes. After that we have an assignment. I hope you will done this. If any problem in this assignment, I am here to clear your doubts. I will be complete this assignment for you. So don't try to take tension, just ask in comments. I will be solve every problems related to Python, Django, Flask and everywhere. So just comment it. I will be solve your problems. Focus on the concepts. These are the foundation of O. So here question arises, what is basically encapsulation? Encapsulation means binding data plus methods together and protecting the data from direct access. Encapsulation means binding data using methods together and protecting the data from the direct access. So this is done using the underscore protected variable and under underscore private variable, and we have a getters to read data safely and we have setters update data safely. Today you will be master the public variables, protected variables, private variables, getter and setter methods, why encapsulation matters and real world example. So let's focus on the coding part. As you see, I just opened the PyCharm, the IDE for the Python. So I'm just closing all the tabs and here inside class 2 I am going to create a file class 2.py and inside this I want that a class with name student and inside this class I have to create one instructor, constructor variable, constructor function, and inside this self dot name, and I will be pass name and name also here name and age, name age. Self.age. So after defining the constructor method for the student class, so we have to initialize, create an object for that class. So for that, s1 equal to student, and I am passing the name Ahmad, and as well as the age is, let's say, 27. So I am basically providing Ahmad and 27 to that class. Here on this line, what I am doing, basically I am creating an object for the class student. Let me explain what I did till now. So on this line class student, we are creating a class with name student. A class is a blueprint like we discussed in our yesterday class. The class is a blueprint. Basically it is a design to create objects. So it is like an house of a design of an house. So the actual house is an object. So class is a blueprint designed to create objects. So next line, def under underscore init under underscore, and then self name and age, what they are. Let me explain this. As you know, under underscore init under underscore is the constructor. It runs automatically when we create an object. When we create an object, this constructor will run automatically, and under underscore init under underscore is a constructor. It basically receives data, name, age when someone creates a student object. So basically here you note we have a self. Self represents the current object being created. Here you see the S1 is created, the current object. So self represents the current object being created. So inside this self.name equal to name, we assign the incoming value, we assign the Ahmad value to that name variable, we assign the incoming value name to the object's attribute self.name. So self.name is an object attribute, and we are providing this Ahmad inside this name to that object attribute. And remember that point, this becomes a public variable. So this self.name equal to name, this becomes a public variable. Here on this line we are assigning the incoming value of name to the object attribute self.name, and this becomes a public variable. I hope till now everything is clear. If any doubt till now, please comment. And this becomes, let me write here, self.name behind the scene in Python, this becomes s1.name. And then we have self.age equal to age, stores the student age. Also, it is also a public variable. Anyone can access this public variable everywhere inside our code. So after that we create an object with name s1, and Ahmad goes to the name, and the age 27 goes to the age. So Python internally runs what? Let me write here, student dot under underscore init under underscore, then s1, then Ahmad, and then our age. So Python internally do this if we create an object like this. I hope this point is clear. So how to access the name, the public variable, and the age? So we have to access the name Ahmad from that very class. So how you will do this? Print s1 dot print s1 dot name, and if I save the code and if I run Python, class 2.py. As you see, I am getting the name Ahmad. So in this way you will access the public variable, and if you want to access the public variable age, how you will do this? Print s1 dot age. And if I save the code and clear my terminal and run this, as you see, I am getting the age and the name. So in this code, as you see, there is no restriction. Public variables, for the public variables you will access it very easily. There is no restriction. Anyone can read and write them. As you see, we are getting accessing the variable, and we are writing, we are providing the variables. Easy access but can be dangerous in big apps. Let me create another file with name bankapp.py. Let's say this. So here I am going to create another class with bank account, and inside this, as usual, we have to create a constructor and then self owner and then the balance. So self dot owner will pass assigned to this, and self dot balance, and the balance will be passed here. After that I am going to create another method, def show underscore balance. So here I will pass self, and then insert this print using f string of Python balance, and the value of the balance is self dot balance. Let me quickly create an object for that bank account.